Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Jake here. We're going to be starting the second map of the series from Nocturra that he has edited in uh, full metal or heated metal, I believe. It's where you're able to take some of the siege maps and customize them at your will. This is the one that he collaborated with Garfieldisdoc with. So let's read the description. So it's Skyscraper V3. So I guess he's done multiple versions of this. Um, Many changes in here are not his own. Okay, so it's with Garfield. I'm super happy to bring community members' visions to life with heated metal. This is by far the biggest project yet, not only due to it being a mix-up of both his and mine ideas, but also the addition of an entire new floor. Oh my god, a whole new floor? I feel like Skyscraper is big in itself to add a new floor, which I have a feeling I know what floor it would be. Below the master bedroom area. Okay, okay. So you're saying okay. So pretty much you're adding a basement, which I do like. I do like when maps have basements. You have like a little vertical play from being able to play from below. Nearly every site saw changes with the exception of kitchen, as I felt it was the most balanced site within the map. Okay, so that's the only one that's not changed. Let's see. I think believe yeah, this is Garfield, and I'll throw his reaction in here and see. Let's go through it first, and then let's see his reaction. Start before I go any further, guys. Make sure you go to Nocturra's Twitter and show him some love. None of this is possible without him. He's put a lot of time and effort into customizing these maps. So shout out to him and thank you again for allowing me to react to these. So let's see. Okay, main entrance. Is this not a hard door anymore? No, it's a barricade. It looks a little dark, so it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, a hatch. Immediately a hatch into basement. Okay. Hit you right in the mouth as soon as like the video starts. Okay, so this is like where main lobby is or was into master bedroom. Okay. I do like that because now you can deny from below. This makes it more of a viable site, and I'm assuming with the addition to basement, that no, because then you have to get rid of a site, right? Or would it be like kind of like how consulate, how you have one top floor, one below, how you have it like in server and like that main lobby one. But I do like that you can have vertical play. Oh my god, my neck is killing me. Oh, I do like how you can have vertical play. It does allow for variations of play. Let's see what else he's done. This just a server. Guys, for a second, just think about how much work this took to add an entire floor to a ready built map. This is insane. This is actually insane how much work he's done to build this. Okay, so that's what he. Okay, literally like as I was just saying. So the one bomb site is in master. It's no longer in bedroom. It's just like consulate. Okay, that's sick. That is so sick. So I wonder what he did to bathroom. There's a lot of digest in here. This is crazy. Okay. This looks this is not just like one room. This is a whole floor. So you have a laundry room, another hatch from bathroom, another staircase. This basement is huge. So laundry is triple soft wall with like kind of like a stock corridor. This is the bathroom hatch. Looks like by like the shower wall. I'm assuming this wall leads to outside, or because the only thing next to master is like the little like coat closet corridor that connects master and bathroom. Unless he took that out, we'll see. Okay, that's showers. Yeah, I was right. This looks like there's another two rooms down here with another hatch. I don't know where that hatch leads to. Is that two staircases? This guy did so much work. This is crazy. Okay, a window. Oh my, there's like this is. I don't know how to even digest this map because this is like blowing my mind of all these different areas. Because this is what by the main double or is this by? Oh no, this is by the main entrance. Okay, so it's not a doorway anymore. It looks like it's just a window into the staircase because this used to be like the main entranceway corridor. So he removed the doorway, made it a window. There's a staircase now that goes to master and the basement. So we added that. This is this is absolutely amazing that you can actually do this. It takes a lot of work and a lot of creativity. A lot of stocks, a lot of servers. I feel like the callouts here would be a little confusing. Okay, yeah, so this literally leads to outside, which I like. You don't have to rappel up anymore, which takes like 10 seconds. Or maybe you do? Where would you wait? What? Maybe you do. I don't know. That was that was a little confusing actually. Hold on. Yeah, because you wouldn't spawn down here. You'd have to run down here, kind of like on Night Haven Labs. I thought this would connect to kind of like that lower level where you rappel up every round. Oh, wow. Okay, so he added a soft wall from outside the building. Huge. And it's only a single wall, so you could probably bandit trick. Oh, man, probably not. You could potentially bandit trick this if this hatch is closed. But it's the same hatch that it was there before, so it's not the end of the world. But it makes it a viable area, another form of entry, which I think is always helpful for attackers to always have multiple forms of entry into a building. So let's see what he did to bathroom. Okay, looks like he didn't do anything to bathroom because he's not touching upon it. All right, okay, he's going into it. He's going into it. This looks the same. I don't think anything is drastic. Okay, so the other staircase leads to the kitchen keg area. Is that and that double? That double's still there. So this is like that corridor between bathrooms and kitchen, which takes you to kegs. So that staircase goes up from basement into kegs, which is like the laundry side. Okay, geisha. Geisha looks the same. I don't see anything drastically different. Oh, oh no, that's actually huge. So the soft wall changes into geisha. It used to be like right around here, and you had this one that looked into drum. So you're removing the one from outside, but you're still continuing it here. But now you're giving another entrance into drum. Don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna go if I don't like this. I don't like this doorway. But at the same point, the only way to get really into drum is if you go up those main stairs outside of geisha and you take that right into drum. And the only other way is from the other side of the balcony. So, you know what, maybe like this is needed so you have another entranceway into drum so you're not having such a hard um fight for just one side of the map. Okay, and you make it a little bit harder to get in as well. You still have the wine. You could put barbed wire on the stairs. Okay, so it's not just an easy entrance into the building. Okay, this looks the same. Okay, so you still have this soft wall. Now, where was that soft wall? Okay, so you can hold this angle so you can have run. You don't have run. Oh, okay. So you connected them. I like that. I like that so much better than how it is. I hate how you had to like repel. Let's see. You had to repel from this one to that one, and they didn't connect at all. It was so inconvenient. I feel like it killed so much time. Evidence is like the side to like geisha, the entryway to drums. This is different, obviously. You have a pillar here which you can hold. Uh, if there's one change, I wouldn't add that. I wouldn't add that because I feel like this area with like black stairs was fine. But if you add this window, I feel like that changes everything. You need if you add the window here, you need the pillar. If you I would remove the pillar and I would remove the window. I think it was fine how it was with the rotate to top black, watching the other doorway and watching black stairs. So that's my only critique so far. The only thing I don't like. On theme park, we had a little bit more that I wasn't like fully on board with. A lot of this, I'm totally on board. Oh my god, what is this? This. So another feature I do like, once again, where how he connected the balconies over there. He's connecting the balconies over here again as well. So you just have one rappel. You rappel up to here, which you can look into Dragon, which is this window. But then you have them connect, so you don't have to rappel up and down 100 times. That is honestly probably one of the most annoying things that you could do on this map. Is just rappelling up and down. It is it's infuriating. Like it's crazy. Same thing here. I do like that they made this a little bit more open, so you have some like freedom to play here, especially because if you're out here and you open up this soft wall, you're gonna get shot from this window almost immediately unless someone's holding the window. It makes this area to be played a little bit more while you're outside, because that's one of the issues with Skyscraper. You don't have a lot of ways in, and the ways you do have in are you could if you just hold like what is it, soldier, like the Japanese statues like outside of the office, you could hold that double walk in, you could hold the radio room, and you could hold this window. So I do like that. It makes it a little bit more viable of an option to actually play outside. Yeah, and you can't get shot from either side if you're holding one of them. I think that is a much needed change. Okay, so they added a soft wall. I guess because you could hold up here. Not a bad change. I don't necessarily think you need it, but I don't think it's a bad change. Okay, some more outside changes. Was another window into like a stage. Soft wall there. That's pretty sick. Let's go see what Garfield had to say about this.
When I approach this skyscraper rework is absolutely insane. Let me know down in the comments. Do you guys think this is better than the current skyscraper we have? Shout out to Nocturra on Twitter. I think that's how you say his name. He does these really cool reworks and collabs with creators. When I approached him with some ideas, I had 3 big problems with Skyscraper. Overall, it was hard to just rotate around the map. So now when you
Yes,
rappel
yes.
up to the roof, there's now
So huge. Exactly what I was saying. Not a lot of rotations in the map, especially you having to rappel up and down with the balconies over and over
a
again.
hatch instead of a drone hole, and there's a mini skylight he added, which he came up with
Okay, I
this
did
idea
not see
himself,
this.
which
I
is
did not
super
see this
dope. This might
hatch.
be a little bit overpowered. I'm not too sure about this, but when you pop the hatch, you actually drop into
But that's crazy. I didn't see that. He didn't show that in the video. That's crazy. I didn't know you could see like on the top of drum and a dragon over here. Evan, you have a hatch that
I'm not
drops
too
you
sure about this,
into
but when
dragon?
you pop the hatch, you actually drop into Dragon. Now, this idea was one of my primary ideas. It
That's
basically is an
crazy.
extension balcony from T
What?
over to Office, because I feel with
I like this.
Skyscraper, you don't have a lot of room to extend. Now, he did a good job of just making the balcony way wider overall, so you don't feel enclosed and you have
Yes, I
more
agree with that. I
possibility for
highly agree
different
with that.
angles of all sorts. Plus, you
I
also
like that
have
change.
more angles for the single wall and just for split in general. To show you Geisha
Fair,
balcony,
fair.
he added boxes so you now have cover for droning and working the wall, and even
Fair.
this little cubby area for Geisha, which is very nice. If we head over to Geisha,
I guess that wall the wall, and this makes it actually better because now you can contest them putting this breach on. So I do. I'm actually in favor of this door
And working
now.
the wall, and even this little cubby area for Geisha, which is very nice. If we head over to Geisha, a big update he did himself was actually change the way that the tables work in Geisha. So now you can jump
Wow.
up on
Okay,
the table and play the boxes,
that's
and you
nutty.
have more possibilities for different angles on both sides. So now it doesn't feel like you're peeking
Yo, pause. This guy has ton, a ton of Garfields, bro. This guy better level lasagna.
two linear angles. Now you have more freedom overall. And you even have some cover if you're trying to play vert. He also added this single pillar in top black, which adds more cover just for the attackers and defenders. Now, on Office Breach, he made a single wall that makes it easier to just rotate around the map. And this is really sick because you can go from Office over here to
Yes, I also
Geisha,
like that
but this also
change.
gives the defenders an opportunity to play a little silly with maybe a run out. And the replacement for the drum
True.
single wall, as you can tell, he changed drum up a little bit. He made the wine cellar come out a little bit more, and now there's a tucked area so you can actually play, drum a little bit more defensively. And then as you can tell, this is what the skylight angle looks like from the roof. And he
Wow.
did add
Okay.
a single wall into Dragon, which as you can tell, it just leads down to restaurant and just the T double walls. One of my criticisms
Actually,
for
nuts.
Skyscraper was bedroom, and how I felt that just the closet area just feels so annoying. So I asked him to add a single wall. Now, as you can tell, there is a single wall now that leads to outside. When you spawn in the vent, there's actually an area where you can
Okay, so
rappel in,
so
and
that's how you
it brings
repel
you
in.
down to this
Okay.
basement server area. I didn't mention any of this to him. He came up with this on his own. This is actually a really cool idea. It has more areas to actually entry instead of just having to rappel all the way up. Now, I don't know if this is too quick for attackers to get inside the map, but it definitely seems cool. I'm definitely sure I'm missing some things, so be sure to go follow him on Twitter, guys.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought he was adding the basement himself. This rework of the map is utterly insane, in my opinion. I think this is way better than the one he did on Theme Park. If I had to rate this out of 10, I'd probably give it a 9, 9.5. Like, this is almost like perfect. It fixes everything that I don't like about Skyscraper, all the rotations, how the balconies don't connect, to defender side, and not many entrance ways for attackers, I feel like. And I feel like this addresses a lot of it. Drop a comment down below, guys, if you guys like this rework of the map or what you would change to Skyscraper at all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next map that we review.